It's K Cherie. Thank you for joining Let's Talk, okay? Period. So, today we are going to make it quick and simple, okay? But I want to come on here and let you guys know about staying the course, okay? And knowing that rejection means redirection, okay? Listen, God has been so good to your girl, first of all, period, over these past couple of days. He has been so good to me, and I'm just excited and enjoy of what he is beginning to do. Okay. But before we get into the message today, I do want to um, let you guys know to go ahead to the description below and check out the link. Okay, check out my link that is there. I have different resources for you. Okay, if you have a business, I do have a digital marketing course for you that's going to help market your business using social media. Okay, it's a very low price. Also, I have a prayer journal if you are looking to grow your relationship, your intimacy with God. My testimony is there called Saved by Grace. It goes into depths about where I was and where I came from and how God catapulted me into where I am today. Okay, so I know that that would bless many of you. Also, um, I am in partnership with someone and we are doing a clothing line. So our clothing line is dropped there as well, and that's going to be in the link in the bio. Okay, so go check it out or whatever. It's called 1124 apparel, and it's so good. Okay, it goes off the scripture, believe when you pray, believe what you have prayed for, and it will believe that you have received it, and it will be yours. Okay, so it's a walking statement. Okay, we're not gonna just say it, we're not just gonna be it, but we're gonna also do that thing and be that thing each and every day. Okay, so, boom, getting into our message today. I want to let you guys know, okay, stay in the course. I was reading James 5 this morning and yesterday, and, I studied it a couple of times over the past couple of days. But and I was also talking to one of my close people that's close to me, and we were talking about I went through a situation, and he was just informing me like, hey, like I don't see God seeing you go through all of this and staying faithful and stay in the course and then let you down. But it was crazy because in that moment it felt like I was defeated. In that moment it felt like nothing was going the thing that God promised me wasn't going to happen. It felt like, my world was shaking, but I still did not give up. It just was a feeling. Okay, because we are human, we have these emotions. Sometimes you will have these feelings, but it's okay to acknowledge the feelings, but don't dwell on them. Don't make them become your reality, right? So boom, well, as I was reading James 5, it was talking about, matter of fact, I'll read it to you. But it was talking about how it is a reward to stay the course. And I wrote down some things. Okay, like, what is staying the course? And I come to find out that staying the course means making it through everything. Okay, facing trials. Okay, facing tribulations, not giving up, but you keep going and you don't quit, and you continue to stay the course that God has intention for you to stay, right? Because at the end of you continuing to push through, having perseverance and endurance. And again, remember I told you about count it all joy. If you go back and watch that video, I talked about it, right? So yeah, go take that out. So there is a reward at the end of you staying the course, not only in heaven but also on earth. Okay? So not only will you get a reward in heaven, but you'll also get a reward on earth. God sees all. He sees everything that you are going through. And he's not going to allow you. My guy said, he said, God is not going to allow you to go through all of these things and not do anything about it. He's not going to allow you to go through all these issues and these problems and not reward you at the end. And when he said that, it made so much sense. And I said to myself, you know what? He's right. So even though the enemy, used my emotions at that point to try to catapult me and make my decision to be able to turn away from God and to quit, I did not quit. Because I understood that that was just a feeling in that moment. But that was not my reality. Because I remember who God said that I was. Okay? So that means that the trials and the tribulations has to work out for my good. He said that all things work out for the good of those who love the Lord. Which means everything that I am going through, it has to work out for me. It will work out for me because I love the Lord. And I am staying the course. I am pushing through. I am not giving up. Whatever life throws at me, I am conquering it. The Bible says he gives us the ability to trample serpents. What may look big to us is really small to us. And so, one of the things that he showed me was rejection. Rejection means redirection. And every part of my life where I was rejected, family group, a man, anyone, every place that I was rejected, God always redirected me in a better place. He was showing me, that's not where I want you. That's not who I have you with. That is not where I want you to be. And he redirects you and shifts you into the thing that he called for you to be in. And so, this literally happened to me. I have been praying and asking God for certain things, but I have been going through trials. I have been going through tribulations. I have been in uncomfortable situations, being obedient to God. It wasn't what I thought it was going to look like, but he put me in uncomfortable situations. And even through that, even through those tests and that uncomfortability, God says, now here's that thing. Now here's that thing. See, I just wanted to see if you was going to be obedient. Because one thing about it is, God is not going to give us anything that we are not ready for. And when I say we are not ready for, he looks at the intentions behind it. See, God's agenda for you is going to be to push his agenda. His agenda is bringing more souls into the kingdom while you're living life. So it is not, it doesn't always look like a ministry. Sometimes that's nursing for you. Sometimes that's being a lawyer for you. Sometimes that's entrepreneurship for you. Sometimes that is ministry for you. But you even down to the point of you being rich. In James, he even says, don't be rich and arrogant. Those people will lead to destruction. Because when he give you riches, he gives them to you to push his agenda. Okay? So he looks at the motive behind everything. So I found the verse and it says, this is the Messenger version. Take the old prophets as your mentors. They put up with anything, went through everything, and never once quit. All the time honoring God. So like I said, you're going through these tests and you're going through these trials, but you are not quitting. And you are still honoring God. You are still worshiping Him. You are still building your intimacy with Him. You are still giving Him the glory. You are still blessing His name. You are still staying in His will. You are still giving thanks to Him for who He is in your life. You are still with Him. He said, what a gift life is to those who stay the course. It's a gift. It's a gift to you. He rewards you. Not with just gifts in heaven, but also on earth. He's not going to allow you to fail because you are His children, and His children, they don't fail, but they overcome, they conquer, they succeed. So this is the reason why you have to have endurance and perseverance through a thing. So anytime something is not working out for you, push through that thing, because at the end there's something better. I went through this whole thing just recently, and God dropped my gift right in front of my face. And it was funny because the day before He did it, I was so frustrated and agitated. And I said, I know something is getting ready to come out of this, because I haven't been feeling like this in a long time. See, the enemy wanted me to feel like I was defeated. And at that moment, I did feel defeated, but I didn't let it be my reality. But I knew something was getting ready to come out of it. And that same day, that night, God dropped that thing. The next morning, He said, here's the door. It's open for you. And guess what? There was no fight. It was not hard. I didn't have to work hard for it. It went so smoothly. Because God remembered all the nights that I cried. He remembered all the trials that I faced. He remembered all the things that I obeyed Him in. He remembered me still pushing through even though I wanted to give up. And the same goes for you. He remembers that. God cares, even down to the last detail. He says, at the end it says, Job's staying power, and you know how God brought it all together for him at the end. Job went through all this stuff, lost everything. And at the end, he got double for his trouble. Double of everything that he lost. Recompense. Because he stayed the course. He stayed praying. He stayed thanking God. He said, and that's because God cares. Cares right down to the last detail. And that is a fact, and that is a statement. And I'm going to get ready out of here. God cares about you so much down to the very last detail. He's watching everything, and He sees everything. He said, if you abide in me, I'll abide in you, and I'll give you the desires of your hearts. That's a principle. See, these are principles. God is not a God that He should lie. So He has to do the thing that He has promised you. Stay the course, you guys, and watch God work in your life the way He is working in my life. I see everything coming together. I see everything coming together in my relationship. I see everything coming together in my career status and my entrepreneurship. I see everything coming together, even being a minister to you, to be able to speak to you and help you. I see everything coming in. And the funny part is, I don't have all the details. He doesn't show me all the details. But He has all the details. I just walk and I follow. And as I walk and I follow, he drops that thing in my way. He drops that thing in my face. The thing that I have planted, the seed that I had planted, he shows it to me, grown and blossomed and ready for me. So I love y'all with the love of Christ. I told y'all this was going to be quick. And again, remember, rejection means a redirection, okay? Redirecting you into the thing that he has for you. I love y'all with the love of Christ. Go ahead and check out that link in my bio. I hope this message was for you, and I hope it blesses you to stay the course. Have a good day. Bye-bye.